Jones.
Yeah.
Jones.
I just want this life forever, Lord.
Sitting here in Philly on our, that's what you,
No, not right now.
okay.
Come on, Pac-Man.
Come on, bro. You can if you want to.
I thought it was a rap
I'm gonna
video.
get right into it, bro. And I
always do.
don't want to start
You always
with
do.
Ring of Honor. You know, every time we see you, we see the glasses, we see the jewelry, we see the smile, we see the energy. But I want to start off with some life stuff, man. Like, what's your greatest achievement?
My greatest achievement for me is being able to like show my children like all the things that Shady McCoy is. You know, like when I be around with my kids and we hanging out at grocery stores or like the parks, whatever, you know, people who want pictures, they want to talk to me about football stuff. But the best achievement is like, yo, I can show my kids like, hey man, go back to my old neighborhoods, right? And show them the impact I'm doing where I'm building affordable housing, right? You know, last night I had my ceremony and it's like, if you don't know me, right, you won't even know all the things that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, my daughter, she's 4 right now. And when she get older, to tell her story, because she don't know my football career. But I'm doing so much stuff that you gonna brag about my dad. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, everybody won't be a NFL wide receiver, running back and all that. But if I'm still showing you ways that, yo, I can be successful, you know, in different ways. And my dad's is walking proof. You know, I always be thinking like, when I was a kid and I started becoming who I was and like in college, and like a lot of my rich friends and stuff, I would see how their families had these long history of businesses and all the kids just followed in them footsteps. And in football, you can't do that. I don't know if my son will ever cut like me, right? But when we got 325 units under production and we go in these different buildings, right? And I own them all, and I have him in these meetings learning the terminology, because he's only 12, so he knows terminology. So he knows way more than the regular dude about real estate. But to know that one day, dog, you gonna take over all this.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing to do with no cleats, you get what I'm saying? Like stuff like that, because I'm leaving my legacy with him. And I learned that from a lot of my rich friends' parents.
But this is legacy too, though, football. So it's interesting that you start talking about post-business and post-career. When you're sitting on your porch, retired one day, if you ever retire, say you 65, 70 years old, what's going to bring you more joy? Your kids and your grandkids running up to you saying, Daddy, we just saw you, Granddaddy, we just saw you on ESPN, they paying by your name in the Ring of Honor, or Dad, like, you did some amazing things in real estate?
Well, not even that, and I ain't even talked about the TV stuff, right? Because like everybody in the room, not to get into, you know, the people there and everything, but like when a lot of players are retired, they're just ex-football players, right?
Yeah.
So I be telling my son, you never want to be used to, yo, I used to be all-decade running back. Yo, I used to be the Eagles. What am I now? You get what I'm saying? So now, like the TV thing, where I have him reading like teleprompters to like practice, see how good he is at it. And I'm like, yo, you can do whatever you want to do. Because he plays football now, and he ain't the best player on the team.
Yeah, right.
But his confidence is high still because, yo, I could do more than this football. I could do all these different things. You get what I'm saying? So that's why it's big to me, because like growing up, you know, my dad was a hard worker, right? And my mom was a hard worker. And my mom was a state caseworker, and my dad was a UPS worker. So they worked hard. But that wasn't like the career part of it. You know what I'm saying? Do I want to be that when I get older? Where now when my kids see me, right? I want to be that.
Yeah.
I can do TV. Yo, I can do acting. I can do this. Yo, I could do real estate. You get what I'm saying? So now I'm showing things you can be without the ball. Yeah. So I play it. He plays it. If it works out, it works out. But if it don't, it don't. You get what I'm saying?
That's beautiful.
We always had the only mindset, yo.
That's it. We're going to the league. That's it.
I got to get my mom the Benz. I got to get my mom a house.
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful. Biggest regret?
That's a great question, man. You know, I wasted so much time with people that didn't deserve my time. You know, I wasted so much energy with people that didn't deserve my energy. I wasted so much money to people that didn't deserve my money. You know, and I always look at it as a lesson, but those are some regrets. You know, and another thing is I always have great relationships with people. And then one thing I do regret is I do regret leaving Philadelphia though. You know, I wish I could have maybe see eye to eye with a certain coach, you know. Things have been different. But you're so young and you don't be knowing, right? But that's one thing I probably regret.
Why do you regret leaving Philly?
You know, I look at all the
Because you won a Super Bowl.
That's true, I did. I look at like the guys like the Aaron Donalds, good friends of mine, the Larry Fitzgeralds, and we will only recognize them as being Cardinals or Rams. And I had that type of talent, I should have been that, right? And then things worked out for me, obviously, right? I kept doing great things, but like to get into some doors of getting some ownership of the team, right? You know, skipping the line a little bit to be a GM. I want to do that one day. You know, like I think things would happen a little faster if, you know, the Hall of Fame. I think I'm gonna get there one day, you know, but like it might have went a better route. I think I'd have been perceived a little bit differently if I'd have stayed there. And another thing is, now I know like branding and like what's important for players, for their legacy. Branding has a lot to do with it. Where like these big markets, I played in Philly, you played in Bears, Chicago's a big market. And you've seen the difference between Miami and Chicago. Yeah. And I think about some good, really, really good years I had in Buffalo. They got overshined because it was Buffalo. Yeah. All my endorsements. I had so many endorsements. Yo, not to brag, but I do brag. Yo, for like 4 years running, I was like the top 5 jersey sales. Right. That's royalty checks. You know what I mean? Like little stuff. And that helps out to do different things. I remember they was bugging me to do Dancing with the Stars. I was a little cocky. I'm like, I ain't gonna. And now I think about like, yo.
Maybe I should have did it.
Maybe I should have did it because the brand was so big in Philadelphia that no matter what I would did, you get what I'm saying? Like small things that I look at now, you know what I mean?
So, you say your biggest regret, one of your biggest regrets was leaving Philly. If you can go back, would you change it knowing that? Because when I look back, I'm like, yo, you won a Super Bowl. So if you had to pick, I stay in Philly and I'm a legend. Well, you're still a legend, but you one of those guys, Aaron Donald, Larry Fitzgerald, no Super Bowl.
Well, that's a hard question because
it is very hard.
Because the Eagles, they won a Super Bowl in 2018, and I'd have won a Super Bowl
or messed it up.
No.
So, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it could be, you know, sometimes it'd
have been easier.
Could have been a fumble or something. You know what I mean?
I don't fumble.
How many fumbles you average a year?
1, if that. And my ball be crazy, right? See? No, but I would have won a championship.
Right. All right. Now I'm not trying to be negative with you. But like I said,
negative with you,
no, seriously. But like we always see, you know, Shady. Like I'm speaking to like LaShawn right now. You know, we never see you in this light. Your lowest moment of your life and how you've overcome it, how you overcame it.
Oh, I got a couple of low moments. One is probably, that's a good point. Lowest moment. You know, I broke my ankle in high school. I go from being like All-American and all that, and 78 scholarships. You might not know about that. You went to UCF. But and then I get hurt, and then like all them schools like left. You know, I was devastated. And you know I'm always confident. Yeah. I was not confident. I was really dark. I was high and out, you know, and that stuff gets me like emotional because it's like, yo, you 17, you think you got everything, all the answers, and then that happens. So I figured it out. I went to prep school. That was good for me, you know, upstate New York. Nothing to do but school and ball and to hide out. And then I went to Pitt and things worked out. But that's why I tell these college coaches, man, like, don't lie to these kids, man. Let them know, because I was one of them kids. Another one I want to say is a really big, you said dark places, right?
Yeah.
So I grew up in a household with my mom, my dad, still married, and my older brother. And my parents is from New York. They moved to Pennsylvania to get like a better life or whatever. And you know, I've done wrong in life sometimes with different things. Well, nobody's perfect, but I never was like embarrassed, and I never wanted to let my parents down. We was the type of family where like we the only kids in the hood that got mom and dad married. You know what I mean? And one day I make it to the league. The first thing I bought was my parents a house. I'm gonna get them right. I'm gonna get my thing on the next contract. I'm gonna get them right, right? I was that type of kid. And then one day, I meet this girl, whatever, that I don't know, and I have a kid. And the girl is saying that it's my kid. I'm like, that whole thing. My birthday, I had a party, I was drinking. That's why I don't drink a lot. And she said she's pregnant. You know, we do the whole testing thing and all that, and us minds. And that was that was the biggest, toughest thing that I ever had to do was go home to my parents who raised me the right way, my mom and my dad. My father that shows me how to treat a woman, you know. My mom shows me what type of woman I should get. And I tell them that, hey man, this girl right here, she's right there. You know, this is the baby. This is my baby, and this is her. And everybody won't get that because baby mamas or whatever, it's like it's typical. It's, you know, it happens often.
Yeah, right.
When you raise a certain way and you see love and you see what it looks like, and that's what you know. Like when we talk about marriage, stuff like that, or my friends and homeboys, that's where I come from. So that's what I want to do. That's one of my goals. It's funny. The NFL was like a goal. To be married was one of my goals, right? Because that's where I'm from.
Yeah, you seen that.
Bro,
that's normal.
My mom face went cold. My dad, like, you know, now that's some hard shit.
Yeah.
And if you don't really understand it, you won't know.
So let me ask you this question. How old are you?
I'm 36.
So why aren't you married now?
I mean, I think when I had my child, my son, I kind of got cold to women because, like, you know, I was so young, I got in the league, and like I got taken advantage. I didn't even know the person. I remember pleading to the girl like, yo, like I don't we don't even know each other though. Like you about to my kid, like, you know what I'm saying? Like let's know each other's names. Now a lot of that's my fault. I take ownership of that, accountability for it. So I think I always was so hesitant to date because it's like, is this for me? Does she really like me? Does she really love me? You know, I always felt like that all the time. There's a lot of good girls I had that I should have married. I was so nervous. Just being open and honest, you know what I mean? I got taken advantage of, right? But right now,
So you was traumatized?
For sure, bro.
Did you do therapy to ever? Well, actually, I know, like, when we first started working together, was that real? You used to be like, man, I'm on my therapist, or because, you know, you funny sometimes, be joking.
No, I was serious, but like at that time, I just started getting therapy. You know what I mean?
After you retired?
Yeah.
Oh, so you went through the league, never did therapy?
No, I mean, you see me, like, I'm handsome, I'm super smart. I didn't need it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then as I retire, I'm like, damn, I do. Like, imagine having money, all this money and stuff like that, and fame, but it's like, you still just like, is there something wrong with me? Like, am I, you know what I mean? That's a real thing. So I started getting therapy, and that helped me out. So like right now, right, like, and this is me talking to you, which you probably can't believe, but like I don't really do the casual sex no more. You know, it's like, nah, for real. I mean, I gotta like you, I gotta know you. You know, before you like, damn, do you see that? You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, but like now, like, okay, like let's talk. Like, what's up? You know. You think I'm being serious?
I don't believe you, bro. So what is it? One conversation, two conversations before you say, okay, you can lay in my bed? Like, what
well, I mean, there gotta be some chemistry. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't God. It could be a one night stand that I can marry her. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that. But there gotta be something there. Before it was like, damn, do you see her? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So you see marriage in your future still?
Yeah. You tight with Joey Taylor?
Yes.
Right, we have all these conversations. We be on air. I said, Joe, man, listen, I'm trying to find a wife, man. I tell her about the girl, you know what I'm saying? What you think about her? You think she's the right one? So I'm big about that.
Are you a man? What I mean by that is a lot of times when I ask you that question because
I ain't a girl.
No, because like, okay, we see your gender, right? And you say I'm a grown man, but what makes you a man? I feel like when I got to New York and I hit 32 is when I morphed into manhood.
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying?
I think,
and I know you are, and so the real question is, when did you become a man?
When my career started winding down and I seen it, like, yo, just going, balling out on Sundays, getting a big check on Monday, and put on a jersey on, going to the club, or paying for any issues I got to resolve them, that ain't gonna last too long, because now my career's winding down. And then it's like, what's your real identity other than playing football? That's another thing. I be telling dudes, man, like, they don't care about us like they used to. Now we get love and all that. You Brandon Marshalls, you gonna get love. But like, punting the football because you not getting your contract, temper tantrums, like, people put up with that because you gonna catch 21 catches a game and, you know, or I'm rushing through the snow. So you put up with this stuff, but now they don't need to put up. They got Saquon Barkley now. Mm-hmm. Yo, well, the Bears don't have much, but AJ Browns.
Right,
you get what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
So now it's like it makes you become a man, right? Because as ball players, we've been crunched so much. Brandon's sick, yo. We're gonna take you to the doctors through the back door. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo. This kid has an attitude. Look, we're gonna go with this coach. He might can't coach, but he can keep the brother happy. To get him on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so now when that's going, it's like, okay, who am I now, right?
Right?
Like, am I a grown man, or was people just doing everything for me to make me play on Sundays to be that man? So I think once I started winding down my career as a ball player, like, I started like, okay, like I have enjoyment of like taking the kids to school, stuff like that I never really do.
Yeah.
Or like doing shit on my own. Like the other day I went to the I was sick.
Can I be honest with you, bro?
I was sick, right? I took myself to the doctor, like, I felt like I did something. Like I accomplished something today.
Right.
And that's nothing. But that's weird. But
no, it ain't. It ain't weird because you right, bro. That people don't know our lifestyle when you play. When you're in the NFL, we don't make no appointments. We don't even fill out our onboarding stuff when you go to the doctor's office. They take us through the back door. They open up the hospital. We land from a game you hurt. You got to get an MRI. They open up the imaging center at 1 a.m.
Yo, look, this is so embarrassing. I think when I just retired, I had to do something. And they said, yo, who's your family doctor?
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Man, I'm sick, man. Like, talk to me. I don't know.
Right.
But that's, they look at me like I'm crazy. I'm looking at them like they crazy. Like, what? That's, you know what I'm saying? Because we have doctors that just.
My next question was going to be, are you cocky or confident? Well, no, I don't even want to go there.
No, go there, because.
Well, before we go there, let me go. Let me just finish this last segment here. You said, I asked you the question basically when you became a man, and you said when your career was coming to an end.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna be honest with you, bro, I feel like you just morphed into that. Cause I met you and I started working with you in that transition. You just retired. I think it was like a year.
Yeah. And
that Shady to the Shady that's sitting right here on the bus, bro, totally different aura, totally different vibe.
You think?
100%, bro. You can feel it. You can feel it. Like I haven't seen you in a couple of months too. Like I can see the transformation happening like from far and even right now in my presence.
Well, I mean, I can't say you're wrong because that's how you feel, right? But
yeah.
I think it's like some of that was the branding or like the teammates we had around us. You got Pat-Man, you got D-Jack, you know what I mean? So it's a different swagger, you know?
It's the environment.
Yeah, because I can always adjust, you know what I mean? Like if that guy you was talking about, but if you put me with the owners and the execs, I'm gonna be way different. You know what I mean? I just think probably just the setting. But we having a real convo right here.
That's good. So, that's okay. Yeah. And that makes sense.
Yeah. That's what makes for me though.
There's so many different rooms and you gotta be able to.
Yeah.
All right, so cocky or confident?
Yeah, everybody be trying to act like I'm cocky, but I'm really just confident and I'm really honest. For example, like, yo, if you have a player up here that was really, really good, but I was better, and I say, hey, yo, who's better? And I might say, instead of just saying, yeah, you know what, I think that I was better than him, he was a great player, I was really better, I might just say, yeah, he was good, but he was nowhere close to me. It's the way I'm saying it.
Did you have to do the extra?
That's how I talk.
Can you tweak it a little bit?
For who? I gotta tweak the way I talk? I'm super, when I was a little kid, I was confident. You know what I mean? This is like everything. So I don't know if it's like, I teach my son that. Like, yo, because my son is like, he's a little preppy, a little nerdy, right? Good schools and all that, homeschools for a little bit. And like one of these rap songs came on, him and his homeboys, right? We were all in the car and they're rapping a song. He's not rapping it. He's mumbling it, right? And one of the boys kind of knew he didn't know it. Like 6 boys in the car, and he's like, "Yeah, you don't know such and such?" My son, I know that. Like, man, I know who. I let him go, right? I know he didn't know it because I just started letting him listen to rap, right? And then the kids leave. I say, "Yo, let me tell you something, man. Be confident who you are. You don't know the rapper, and I know you don't know the rapper. So what? What you trying to front for them for? Who are they for you to front to? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's where confidence comes from. You trying to not a follower, but you're trying to blend in with the boys because you don't want to seem like you. Hell with that. You confident.
I love that. That's kind of, I use that type of energy in my parenting, and I had that on my list of things to talk to you about fatherhood.
Oh, you been to that though?
Yeah, like, cause you can see it. But what I just saw there is like, you know, you paying attention, you mindful. That's layers. Oh, I see what my son's doing. Let me nip this in the bud now. So in a couple years, he maintained that he's a leader, not a follower. Like, you can see it.
I tell you about like smoking, cause I never smoked before. I never smoked a weed before. You know, I be like lowest I be like telling them like now the kids. Now I understand you young trying to be cool. Cause like I give you another example. Other day, now he's 12 now, so he's getting older, and the kids, you know, they doing their little, not no gangs, but they doing their little, you know what I mean, stuff they see on TV, all this stuff. And I'm like, yo, why are you doing that? Cause you don't even know none of that. You don't even know what none of that stuff means. You don't have to do all that because of people, you know what I'm saying? I think we live in this world of like the social media stuff and like everybody wants to fit in, you know. So
what kind of father are you?
I think I'm a really good father. You know, it's like there's no menu, you know. And I learned like I'm never like making like excuses. So I told you my mom and dad was good, but my dad didn't have a father, right? I didn't know my grandpa on his side. I think I seen him like twice. And my dad was super strict. Like I was on a kid in the hood where like, he get off at 9:30, I'll be on the block, I couldn't be on the block. I would go, we shooting dice, you know, whatever, kid stuff. But 9:30, I'm the only dude that was sprinting home, going through the backwoods because I know his car coming.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And like, we never was like great friends. He was like, yo, did the grades right? Be respectful. If not, you gonna get it.
So
hold on. So with my son though, I'm strict. I am kind of still strict with him, but like we friends though. Let's talk about girls, about this, about that. My dad never did all that.
Yeah.
But it's not a knock on him, because nobody did it to him. Nobody showed him that. You know, you do counseling.
Every generation supposed to get better though.
That too. But what I'm saying is like in counseling, it goes 2 ways. It goes left or goes right. It's never in the middle. So you're gonna be like, I'm gonna be like him or I'm gonna be different. So what I did was, yo, my dad didn't know better because his dad didn't teach him. So I'm gonna take all the good my dad gave me, all the good he gave me, I'm gonna take all that, and the stuff he didn't do well, I'm gonna learn from that. So now me and my son, we actually like homies, but I'm still his pops, if that makes sense.
100%. A lot of times when we go in the locker room and you see the kids or the dudes that is walking that line and they're doing it the right way for the most part, you look into the crib, mom and dad is there. So
for sure.
Right. So like I'm asking you, how are you overcoming that as, you know, a father that's not, you know, married to their mom?
Yeah, that's tough. It's funny because like when my son was younger, he's brought up way different than his sister. So his sister is she's 4, right? Now him and his mom dated off and on from high school, right? And we're really good close friends now. The difference is like, and he knows her very well because we used to date, we used to be together, you know, my lady. And like, the daughter knows us for both always being happy with each other, hanging out. Now she get older, she gonna know that we're not together, but it's a different vibe where my son, he's 12. He's probably seen me say 3 words to his mom. He might say, yeah, I was with my mom, and I won't really say too much about it. Or the mom, or the daughter, she got the iPad. She's FaceTiming the mom. I'm in there with her. You know what I mean? It's a whole family. So that is tough though. That's a great question because, like I said, there's no manual, and it's like I know he's in counseling for like the last 4 years because I know it bothers him. Like,
That's
yo,
good.
like, damn, well, my mom and dad never talk. He's never seen us hug. He's never seen us have a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
That gotta, But I will say this, when you at a young age with it low-key becomes normal.
Normal, yeah.
I'm at his football game. Check the story. I'm at his football game, and the girl, his mom's family comes. They on their side doing it. I'm there. When the game, now he sees me. He talked to me, as he walking off the field. They're over there, and now he came with me, cause she gets every other weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he comes over. He leaves with them, right? He walks up fast when they're hugging him and kissing and all that. So I'm like, what's going on? I mean, this ain't her weekend, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I give her every other weekend, all right? And here and there I might through the week if,
You have custody.
Yeah. Hello? Anyway, they leave up. I'm just looking at this shit like, what's going on? And as they leave and all that, he's waiting for me. I said, oh shit. It's crazy to say this, but it's like, yo, he knows in his head, I never really see him talk. I guess they don't get along for real.
So let me do this with her on this side.
And then dad, I'm like, and it hurt me a little bit because I'm like, dad, that's, as a 12-year-old, you putting that together like that. You put that together.
Yeah. So won't you deal with it? Because I do think,
man, only if you knew. But
okay.
Like dealing with me?
Yeah, like, because it is important. But I will say this, you're winning because you're mindful. A lot of single parents aren't mindful of like the psychology behind that. So for you to be paying attention and picking up on this is great. You got him in counseling, you talking to him about it, he gonna be straight. He is straight.
He's straight. He
is straight.
Real quick, you ever meet like a player that you played with, right? You're like, yo, dog, why this dude so angry sometimes?
Yeah. That's what, yes.
And it's like, yo, it come from somewhere. You know what I mean? So like,
I was that player.
Was you like that?
Yeah, what you mean? No. You just talked about me kicking balls. Like, what are you doing? I would do it again though, even the healthy me.
But like, this party that people talk about, I never really seen it. The party that baby,
yeah.
I always tell people like, yo, I say, cuz, I get it. But I haven't seen that with Brandon. Now he got some stuff that I didn't like, which we all do. Some shit I do that you don't like, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't seen that, so I can't talk on that. But there's some players I'm like, yo, now I'm older, I know why he was angry, because something probably happened in his past. Or,
yeah, that's right.
So if I try to get that shit out with my boy now with the whole counseling.
So we got a couple more minutes, man. We sit here on the bus out, in Philly. Why am I here, bro? You going into the Ring of Honor and you invited me. I thought that was one of the biggest honors for me. Yeah. Why you invite me?
He was a good friend to me, man. For our short period of like hanging out, I always look at you like a good dude. Mm-hmm. I think you have like a lot of great intentions, right? Sometimes it don't work out because that's the nature of the business. If you take the business out of it, as far as a person, you always was a good person to me. Mm-hmm. Gave me a chance on I'm Athlete, which really helped me out from like learning how to still be in the culture, but also still keep it professional. You know what I mean? So I learned a lot from you though. And the other thing is some people like, because I do business, and everybody that talks about people that's doing business, they might not do business, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like, it ain't easy. There's sometimes with somebody that I work with, like, yo, sometimes Shady's not the best at this and that. But when you don't wear the main hat, the CEO hat, you gonna look at it differently. You get what I'm saying? Because I can't just worry about you. I gotta worry about this whole thing. And sometimes people don't care about that. They only care about what is it for them. You know? So I always thought you was a good friend of mine, man. And he was a good player. Mm-hmm. I like good players.
I was a good player. I could be on your squad. If
you're
a GM, I'm in a draft. You drafted me?
Oh, no, yeah. I mean, I'm not really typically going to like UCF like colleges to get players, but I would make an exception for you because you really good.
All right, really quick, we gotta let this go. You going into the Ring of Honor,
Wait,
bro?
Real quick though, like this interview is like, I feel like We should have candles and dim lights. You know what I'm saying?
You know my vibe.
Curtains, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, that's what we need.
Ring of Honor, bro. How did they tell you? How did you feel when you got the news?
I would be lying if I said I didn't expect it. You know? But it's a great honor. A lot of, you know what, everybody's asked me, like, the football memories. And I can sit here and think of a lot of them. So I went through, like, 'cause I got a speech to do today at halftime, and I started watching all my old games and tapes. And what I got out of watching that stuff is the relationships.
Yeah.
Dudes that, like, come from different backgrounds, different races, different, you know, different cultures, right?
Yep.
And we bonded, man, from freaking trainers that would get me up at 6 o'clock a.m. because I had a sore ankle and they want me to play this week, right? And me and him is there up early all day. We ain't leaving until 5 p.m. We gained the bond there. You know what I'm saying? And like, you helped me to play for the people's enjoyment, you know what I'm saying? For the sake of the team. And guys in the front office were like, when I got my contracts, was giving me all this advice about saving money. Like all this, I started thinking about this, everything, the lunch ladies that make sure I had the healthy meals from Thursday to Sunday to get me to the game, all that type of stuff. So I really just thankful for everybody that helped me to get to this point. Because you can always say the football shit, but.
I gotta get you out of here, bro. These rapid fire, don't be long-winded. You talk more than me.
Yeah.
Most iconic Eagle play.
Me or just in general?
You.
I was gonna say the Deshaun play with that punt return. That was crazy. Most iconic Eagle play. My first touchdown and number 29 against the Chiefs. That's my most, like, I got in the end zone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
21. I was the youngest player in the NFL.
All right, take that one out of it. That's the most sentimental, the most iconic.
Oh, in Dallas. 2013, the Russian title. After the game, they came in there and they gave me the belt. They said, Shady, man, what's this belt? I said, what's this belt? I said, I don't do wrestling. This the Russian title belt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, prime time. After the game, yeah. To me, that was in Dallas.
Snow game, your best game ever? Quick.
Stats wise, I would say yes, but probably not. To me, no.
That was legendary. What's Andy Reid's place in history?
This is a question. Number 1. Best coach of all time.
Bill Belichick's out there, though. It's hard to say that. And you have Lombardi.
Well, I know you don't know Lombardi, right? I don't know if you know what it is. Oh, no. We don't get time for this one. This question needs time.
Okay.
Belichick. Oh, that's Maddie saying it?
Yeah.
Belichick, great coach. But I seen what he looked like without Tom. I seen him look like before the Patriots. Andy, you drop the big fella anywhere, look at me, they gonna win.
All right, last two, Maddie. Who's in the Super Bowl this year and who's in the NBA Finals this year?
47.
I got to go. What'd you say?
Who's in the Super Bowl this year and who's in the NBA Finals?
Chiefs.
And then like old times, take us out.
Oh, I'm taking it.
Yeah, take us out.
Chiefs and it's on the Eagles in Detroit.
Okay, NBA Finals, and then take us out.
I'm gonna go. I want to say the Sixers, but I don't know when these dudes are gonna play. Fuck.
Bruh, NBA Finals, come on, bruh.
Boston and the Mavs running back. I'm here with Brandon Marshall. I am athlete. My brother, long time, big journey, friends forever.
Love.
Appreciate you, brother.
Love, bro. Congratulations.
Fly Goose Fly. Hold up, listen. Don't congratulate me too much. The Eagles honor right now, Hall of Fame. But Canton, Ohio's coming next.
First ballot?
I don't know what ballot. It's gonna happen.
I just want this life forever, Lord. Boy, my life was so for real. Family on the slope for real. Had me doing dirt, we can't afford to get no soap for real. My mama out here working.